He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Oladipo misses. And now running up the court, Stevenson pushing it up. Boston shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Collison with it, guarded now by Irving. The drive by Collison, and the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game.
And that's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
In the corner, Collison with it. Back to Sabonis. Oladipo outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Stevenson. The Pacers getting another chance here. Here's Turner. And at last, they get one to fall.
Boy, how about the determination of Turner? I mean, he's a wrecking ball on the glass on both ends of the floor. Just doesn't give up on plays.
Horford the pass to Stevenson. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. And it's 6 points for AI.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness and the fearlessness there, Greg. I mean, very committed to getting the shot he wanted.
A nice shot by Collison.
And Collison with superb quickness, tough to contain off the pick and roll.
Irving kicks to Stevenson. Bill, you've watched the NBA evolve. Talk about some of the biggest changes over the last decade you've seen.
The three-point line and the threes or foul shots philosophy, I think, is the biggest thing. Just the pace of the game has really improved, and to a really pleasing way for fans. Like just what Steve Nash was doing last decade and those Suns teams, that everybody's playing that way now. I think the social media and the players basically getting rid of the wall between them and the fans, using social media, using Instagram, and we just feel like we know these guys better. And their ability to control their own message now versus where they were 10 years ago. It all started with the decision in LeBron James and has carried through this whole decade. And these guys now, they can get whatever message out they want. They can criticize the president. They can criticize their own team. They can ask for a trade. If they get called out by some writer or somebody who writes a hit piece, they can go back at the guy and sick all their fans on the writer.
And it's Stevenson finishing it off.
Yeah, I like how Tatum surveys the floor. Great at looking for his teammates, especially when they're open.
Collison kicks to Bogdanovich. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Left side, Collison drains the three-pointer. Collison's got 5.
One of the best snipers from beyond the arc. Love watching Collison get going from this area.
Oladipo against Stevenson. The dish to Morris. It's tipped. Collison against Irving. Collison deciding where to go with it. To the middle. And it's blocked by Stevenson. Collison against Irving. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And Turner kicks to Oladipo. Launches it. The rebound by the Celtics. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
They executed on the road, stayed focused, stay consistent with who you are as a team.
I love that, Greg. You got to do that away from home. It shows how connected they are with one another playing that way, and excellent chemistry.
Stevenson inside the three-point line. Offensive rebound, Celtics.
And sometimes, you know, you don't capitalize off a good shot or a good look. Still, you got to keep letting those good looks fly.
Celtics leading by 6. Now we've seen some top prospects forgo college, enter the G League straight out of high school. What do you think is the future of the G League, and do you like where it sits right now?
I do. I wish they spent more money on salaries.
I agree.
I wish they blew it out. I mean, I think this is the first year we've had 30 G League teams. This should be the #1 place you'd want to go after high school. You should not want to go to college. You should want to go to a AAA awesome league that's set up.
And they're bringing kids up and down off that G League roster all the time.
It's just better, and you're going to have a better chance to succeed as a professional basketball player. You see the situation we're in now with the one-and-done guys. They go to college. They show up in September. They're playing all the way through till March. Whenever they get knocked out, they drop out of college. And they might last, till round 2 in the tournament, which is March 20th?
Right.
And they're out. So they've been in college for 6.5 months. How's that a good system? They didn't even finish 2 semesters. So I would much rather see the G League work, and I don't understand why they don't spend a little more on it and just make it like a force. I don't think the moves are that hard.
Out to Morris. Passes it to Stevenson. Over Oladipo. And Stevenson, the bucket on the assist by Morris. Stevenson's got 14.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Spotting the open man, Collison, a capable playmaker.
Boston leading by 7. Pass to Horford. To the middle. And it's Stevenson finishing it off.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree.
The fact that Oladipo and his teammates are so well connected, they know exactly when to send the lob his way.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Collison with it. Guarded now by Irving. Always a spirited debate, Bill, around the NBA. Which team was the best ever? I know you have an opinion on a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, I used to feel really strongly about my opinion on this, but I think basketball has changed so much over this decade that I'm not even positive how you could compare what this Warriors team is versus what I always thought the '86 Celtics were the best team. But the '86 Celtics were built, I always compared it to a hockey team on a power play. We're just trying to get closer and closer to the net and crowd the net, and they were just built around getting layups and the best possible shots. The Warriors are built around math and shooting threes and spacing the floor. And if you took the '86 Celtics and indoctrinated them in that style for 5 years, they all would have been shooting threes, and they probably would have done it better than the Warriors, but I don't know. So I almost have like the before-after with theirs. I think the Warriors are the best team of the math era, but I still think the '86 Celtics were the best start-to-finish season anyone's had. The dark horse for me was the '01 Lakers, the second Lakers team. When Shaq and Kobe, they had won the year before, rocky first few months, and then they figured out whatever they needed to figure out, and Phil Jackson probably sprinkled some